Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow Earth travelers. Oblix here, and today I want to take just a second to look at our Watch Gang December 2018 Black Tier subscription. Now, you guys know, you've seen in the previous video, which I'll put in the down yonder, we've already unboxed our December watch. But it was the exact same as the very first Watch Gang watch we ever got. They sent us a duplicate. So I contacted Watch Gang support, told them, no bueno. They said, show us. So I just pointed them at the video, said, here you go, take a look. Show them side by side. They took a look. They said, yeah, you know, okay, that's wrong. Send it back. We'll send you a shipping label. They did. And I sent it back and they returned it. It did take a long time, an overly long time in my opinion. Now, it was the Christmas holiday. We'll cut them a little bit of slack for that. They do, I believe they closed the business down for the week between Christmas and New Year's. But it did take a really long time to get this replacement. It also took a really long time to get the first watch. I've noticed that they've started using first class shipping instead of priority shipping. And first class post office shipping is much, much slower than priority. So I don't know why that's changed. You know, definitely our price hasn't changed, yet the shipping definitely has, because this one and the December watch also came first class shipping. Now, these both came out of Michigan, so maybe that's it. I don't know. But let's take a look at this guy. I'm going to use the Kershaw Nixie in copper. Still loving this piece. Still one of my favorite pieces. And we're going to get this guy opened up and take a look. Alright. Very excited. This is the Christmas present to myself. Unfortunately, we did have to return it. In a story of our Christmas lives, right? Any father out there, you know, knows you get something from your kid and yeah, you may have to return it for a different size or something. So let's take a look. Ready? Here we go. Pop the paper out. Set it aside. Pop the box out. Set it aside. And we've got another black box, which is just like our Heritor came in, which was what we had gotten the duplicate on. Though this one does have a white insert, which is different. We do have a label here. And it looks like we got a J bracket. Hey, something different. MSRP $345. So there you go. Is it worth $345? I don't know. We'll find that out as we go along here. Now, can I get this sucker out of here? There we go. So J bracket. It is a PU leather, fake leather. Kind of looks like a book, right? We got white PU leather here, black PU leather on the top and the bottom. It does say J bracket right there. And my phone's making all kind of ruckus, because why wouldn't you in the middle of the night? It's actually after midnight here where I am, so Heavens and Murgatory knows who's messing with me. Let's pop this open and take a look. Okay, there you go. The J bracket. I'm actually holding it upside down. Alright, some silica gel. We can eat that later. Pop him out. Looks like we got a warranty card. Nothing to be filled out on it. A little soft padding in there. Set this aside. Now it is completely wrapped up. Same basic tag we were looking at before. Stainless steel band. Looks like solid links all the way around, both the inside and outside. It's a triple link. Obviously green. It's got a very interesting dial. Let me get all the plastic off and get you guys zoomed in so you can take a look at that dial. Alright guys, got all the plastic off of it, got you zoomed in so you can take a good look at that dial. I do have some glare off over here because I had to position a light right there so that you guys could get a good look at the detail in here. So bear with me on that, trying to get you guys a good shot of this thing. So they've got almost a sunburst pattern here in the middle, though it's not a traditional sunburst. It's actually made by these wavy lines. These kind of semicircles that radiate out in different lines, all the way around here. Then you've got this almost a honeycomb pattern on the outside, though it's not quite a honeycomb. It does give it an interesting look. I'm liking the green. The dark gray chapter ring with just the indices on it. It's got minute indices on it. I'm not real sure why dark gray. There's no other dark gray on the watch, so it doesn't match anything. It looks very out of place to me. It does look like the hands, both the minute and the hour, have a little bit of lume on them. Hard to tell with the studio lights on, but that would be it. And the indices definitely do not. They are applied indices around the edge at the hours. And we got the J bracket logo at the top and automatic down here at the bottom. A date complication at the 3 o'clock. Standard, Seiko NH35. And if we turn it over, that is in fact what it is. Seiko NH35 rocking on the inside. Disappointing thing is 5 ATM water resistance. Full stainless steel watch. No reason it shouldn't be, at least a 10 ATM. 5 is really weak sauce these days, and very reminiscent of cheap Chinese watches. Which, the more I look and feel on this, the more I'm getting the impression is probably what this is. All right, got you guys zoomed out, and one of the things you can see, it is a butterfly clasp. But this thing is super duper cheap, and I've actually gotten many $50 Chinese automatic watches that have this exact butterfly clasp. I swear they came out of the exact same factory. It's got the same mill marks and everything. Fold over and click, fold over and click, but notice no pushers at all to open this thing up. You just have to sit here and struggle and fight to get it open, which is just awful. Absolutely abhor these. And it's a bad watchmaker that uses this kind of garbage in their watch, that has this little pride in their piece to put this junk on here. Cutting so many corners. That's just pitiful. It is solid steel links. It's very, very light. And I double checked their website, and it does say that it's steel, but it doesn't say what it is, what kind of steel. This is no way this is 316 on this bracelet. It just feels way, way too light. It almost feels aluminum or hollow. I can't see any fold-over marks even in the center link, so I don't think it's hollow. So that means it's just some other cheaper steel. And if you look here on the edges, you'll see that the ends are definitely not finished as I roll them around. So it does make it look, really cheapo when you're wearing it, and it has any flex at all, and anybody can see those side links. You can, it just really makes it look cheap. So the band's definitely letting the watch down for sure. But the whole overall watch is very, very light and has kind of a cheap feel to it. Very Chinese $50 automatic feel to it. Doesn't mean it's a bad watch. It's just, when you MSRP a sucker at $350, I expect a $350 watch, but I'm getting something that feels like a $50 Chinese watch. So there you go. It is definitely just some glass, nothing fancy there. Alright guys, I now have the ability to test if something is sapphire crystal or not. I've got a diamond meter here, which has LEDs across here that will light up the harder the material is that this tip touches. So I know for a fact that this Boulder Venture right here, this super nice field watch, is in fact a sapphire crystal. So if I just touch the tip to the face of the watch, you'll see the lights light up and it beeps. That tells us it is in fact sapphire crystal, which is very close in hardness to diamond. And this is actually testing for diamonds. So let's test the J bracket and see if we're sapphire. Nope, not even one blip. That means mineral glass at best. Possibly just regular old glass. So, nothing fancy on the glass front. And there you go. So, I do like, there's some goods. I like the green. I like that they, attempted to do something unique with the dial. That's great. The cheap band is junk and should be thrown away. The steel links might be salvageable, but this clasp is just horrid. And it's just, not going to be comfortable for day-to-day wear. It's not going to be easy to take on and off day-to-day wear. And you're going to want to throw it out and replace it with something better. And this is the second watch that J Bracket has. So they've only made 2. And it is called the Navi GLI. Now, if anybody can explain to me why it's called the Navi GLI, I would be very interested in finding out, because it makes no dadgum sense to me. There is nothing Navi about this watch at all. There is nothing on the watch that helps you navigate anything other than your way to Chinese cheap watches. And GLI, not feeling that one either. So, I don't know why they went with that. Maybe it means something in a different language. Maybe it was a poor translation. I don't know. But it's kind of a silly name for a watch. For this particular watch, if you ask me. If it had something to do with navigation, if it had a compass or the degrees, on a crown, on a rotating crown around the outside, maybe. But this one just doesn't fit the watch at all. But again, not a bad looking piece. I do like the green. I like the pattern in the dial here. So again, this is our Watch Gang Black Tier subscription for the month of December 2018. This is the second watch. The first watch they sent us was a Heritor that we had already received previously. So they had doubled down on it, and we sent it back and said, and they agreed and sent us another watch, and this is what we got, the J Bracket Navi GLI, stupid name. So we paid $99 a month for our Watch Gang Black Tier subscription. Supposedly guarantees us a watch valued between $150 and $500. And supposedly Watch Gang does not look at MSRP, but looks at real world value. I don't know who paid $150 for this watch, or more. They were smoking at the time, something a little funny, I'm thinking. Definitely I would not have paid that for this. That may be my own aesthetics, but I just definitely wouldn't. $99 would be the top tier that I would pay for this. I would actually look down below that, because like I said, I've gotten several $50 Chinese watches, automatics, that are of better quality. Now granted, this one does have a Seiko NH35 in it, so there is some benefit there. It's a bulletproof movement, it's a high value movement, and very, very reliable. Where some of those other watches I'm mentioning don't. They have a Chinese, most likely seagull movement in them. So there is something to be said for that. That's going to increase the value a little bit, maybe $75, $80. Like I said, I would be willing to kiss up to $100, but that's about it. But I do think that's going to do it for today. I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me, as always. And until next time, you guys get out there and make some noise. See ya.